Yo, this Big Ant, man. I'm about to do the perso with High Thoughts TV. You know what's going down. Urban Politicians TV in the building. Make sure you tapped in right here with Pico on High Thoughts TV and stay on your pivot at all times, man. The grown way, the long way, and the strong way, never the clone way. It's going down for shit show. Mandatory.
About to smoke a perso sweet with HighThoughtsTV.
Y'all know what the fuck we doing, man. It's High Thoughts TV. Niggas hot in the bitch,
Tonight,
man.
I'm smoking a perso sweet with HighThoughtsTV.
Big Ant, what's going down?
What's the deal, man? Back up in with High Thoughts TV again, for sure.
Yeah, no, for shit show. Been a little minute. What's been going down? What's new with you?
Man, everyday grinding, man. Everyday stepping, everyday working, every day trying to make it happen, man, for sure.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit like off camera about how like just the whole content creation game is changing as far as like, you know what, the interviews, the podcast format. What's some differences that you're noticing now versus when you originally started?
Man, one thing I'm noticing, bro, I think when I kind of came in, it was still like an organic art to this media space of hip hop media, where like niggas was trying to really be up on the latest new artists, like who the hot artists coming out the streets, who the hot artists coming up out their city. Niggas was still like taking pride in like, I want to get to write this artist before anybody else, you know what I'm saying? Or, hey man, this nigga here hot, let me try to grab him up and get him on my platform. It was like a badge of honor. But now it seemed like niggas is just going after whatever gonna get the clicks, the views, and you know, that's on the just interviewing side. Content creating side, I think the pandemic, because last time I was on here before the pandemic, I think that right there kind of shifted the game. The pandemic shifted it to where YouTube is TV now.
Facts.
Like hip-hop media, YouTube hip-hop personality channels, all that shit, just different type of YouTube content. It's real live TV now where it's 1,000 media personalities or not even media personalities, just YouTube personalities now. Whatever lane they in, so that played a role. The podcast, I think the podcast wave started 2017, 2018 for the first time. Everybody tried to jump in it. And you see a lot of niggas quit. And then now it's kind of having another resurgence again on just live streaming. A lot of niggas live streaming now. So it's all type of lanes and waves going with this shit. So it's different layers of factors. It's way more messier. Like get messier every 6 months. Way more disrespectful. Way less credible. All type of shit, bro. They doing anything to get some traction on their channels now.
Yeah, so when you say way more messy, I noticed, you know, they dropped a list not too long ago. Like, I want to say it was Complex. They dropped a list of, like, the top hip-hop platforms. And I feel like, you know, I salute the Joe. But I feel like a few of the platforms, they don't really cover the music aspect of it, but they're still considered hip-hop.
See, that's the thing with that Complex list. A lot of people probably ain't read it. See, I don't respect now nigga lists. I'm going to tell y'all like this. If you drop a list and you don't put that list out with criteria or like a subject matter or the guidelines of what you basing this list off of, you just a clout chasing nigga to me that just making shit up. You have to put something out there like, is this my personal favorite? Do I like these platforms? Or do I think these gonna be like, you gotta put something with the list, you feel me?
Yeah.
And niggas should be able to look and see, even if I agree or don't agree, I should be able to look at the list and say, okay, well, I see why he did this. Whether I agree with it or not, you based it off this, you based it off this, you based it off that. I can look at these names and say, okay, I see what you got there. I see what you got there. That's what makes the list hold merit. On this Complex situation, they did that. They said this ain't based off of platform. It's based off the personality. Now, true, you have certain personalities that own their own platform or own platforms, but they like overall, and it had 5 things on there. It was like commentary and banner, consistency, and just, you know, the ability to get guests or the level of guests that they could get. So they based it off of that shit. It wasn't just like who got the most, like the best shit or who got it was that, the personality side.
Yeah.
That's why they gave it to Joe, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, that nigga built his platform with Rory and Mal in the beginning, and that bitch was with no guest.
Right, yeah.
Like, nigga, it's just me talking on my own and me and my two guys. So it's like, okay, he really that nigga. And he really like the pillar of making it broaden out to everybody, because Combat Jack, I ain't know about Combat Jack. I heard about Combat Jack later on. God bless his soul and everything like that. They say he like the first nigga to bring that podcast and shit to hip hop. Like, he the OG of this shit. Then the next nigga that I was kind of seeing, you know, was Tax Stone, and then Drink Champs, Rap Radar, and then Joe Budden. But I think Joe Budden shit, his shit was going up, and it was just reaching the masses. So he the nigga that kind of, a lot of people got introduced to it through Joe Budden. His viral moments, the Migos shit, Everyday Struggle, all that shit. So they was going crazy. That was all pre-Spotify deal. That was before the Spotify deal.